Hey Geminis, I hope you guys are doing great. It's the Tipsy Intuitive here to do a reading for you where we're going to take a peek at your next soul lesson. What is it that Spirit wants you to learn, wants you to know on your next chapter of your life's journey? So we're going to start by pulling a couple of oracle cards and see what overall energy is surrounding this reading for you. The first card that we have out for you is New Beginnings. Let's pull another and see what other energies are surrounding this reading for my Gemini collective. And we have No Place Like Home. All right, so it looks as though there's a bit of a push-pull that's happening right here. It almost feels for a lot of my Geminis out there that you were in a place of craving something new, wanting to have a fresh start, but maybe being a little bit reluctant to move away from what it is that you know. With the No Place Like Home card, it's almost like, well, I don't know what's out there. If I move on from this person, from this situation, from this job, I don't know if it's going to be better or if it's going to be worse, but it feels like there's something in you that's pulling you, that's, that you're not necessarily content with where you are right now. And there's this craving for something that's new, something that's different, but it almost feels like a little bit of an element of fear or anxiety that may be holding you back from, taking that chance, taking that risk to start over, to start something new. It almost feels as though, even though you may be a little bit discontent with where you are right now, you're comfortable, if that makes any sense, that you've sort of gotten so accustomed to things the way that they are, you don't want to risk shaking it up, because at this point you kind of know what to deal with, but there's still just a very unsettled feeling that's around you right now. So getting into some tarot, the card that sort of represents the energy of your soul lesson, we have the Hierophant in reverse. Feels very unstable, right? The Hierophant is foundation, it's institution, it's very solid. It can be a little bit rigid and confining, right? And I feel as though this lesson for you is going to make you feel a little bit off balance, that it's not going to be particularly comfortable for you, but it almost feels like a situation where the universe is saying, well, you know what? If you're not going to move, we're going to move for you. We're going to make this happen. I wouldn't be surprised if the Tower card doesn't come out at some point. We have that clarified by the Five of Wands in reverse. So this feels like an energy of surrender, right? Where you're not fighting so hard against this movement about where the universe wants to take you in terms of new beginnings. So we have this sort of instability that's around this feeling of not being secure, this feeling of being a little bit shaky, but then we also have this release, kind of throwing up your hands, like as if you're on a roller coaster, right? You have some people who are like gripping the roller coaster bars, like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And then you have other people that just like throw their hands up and they just ride it out. And so I feel like the energy that's around this lesson is you sort of throwing up your hands to a certain extent and just saying, okay, let's see where this ride takes me. Now, this lesson is going to manifest itself with the Wheel of Fortune, change, the turning of a wheel, the changing of cycles. So expect the unexpected is what I'm hearing for you. And again, Gemini, we literally just said that, Spirit is like, well, if you're not moving, I'm going to move you. And so I feel like there are going to be changes that are going to sort of force that quickening moment for you, where it's like, okay, well, I guess I got to get on board with this because this train is not stopping. So there's going to be, I think, a dramatic change. And we have the Three of Pentacles. So Three of Pentacles is all about, partnerships, working with other people. So if you are, if this is, more focused on your work life, if that's what's resonating with you right now, it feels like there might be a change in leadership or some colleagues might leave, or your mentor or whomever, and maybe they want to take you with them, to their next company or organization. It could be that, you decide to stay, and then the people who come in are like, oh my God, I cannot work with these people. And then it sort of forces you to start looking at other opportunities that are out there for you. If it has to do with relationships, this could indicate a third party coming in and shaking up your relationship that you've gotten comfortable, a little bit too comfortable in. It could be that your partner has not been the best partner that they could be, but you've sort of grown to accept it, not happily, but it's what you've grown accustomed to. And the thought of getting back out there and dating and meeting new people is like, you know what? Yep, I'll just stick with the devil that I know, because at least I know what to expect and I know how to handle it. But I feel like there is going to be some sort of profound shakeup that involves other people, whether, again, it's career or romantic life or friendships or what have you, that's going to force you to sort of change your course. It's going to force you into this new chapter. Now, how you can accept this lesson gracefully, we have the Hanged Man. So ordinarily this card is a little bit about indecision, but I'm more looking at the posture of this guy, right? Even though he's hanging by 1 foot on this damn tree, he looks real relaxed. His hands are behind his back. His, leg is crossed. He's kind of chilling. But even more than that, he has this golden light around his head. Things are being illuminated. And so what I feel like Spirit is saying, that there's no need for you at this point to do anything drastic. Let things unfold. Because the answers that you need to get to this new beginning are coming for you, whether you like it or not. So there's nothing that you have to do. Just keep breathing, relax through it, relax into it, and let things unfold as they are, because the wheel is already turning. This is not something that you're going to be able to stop right now. We have the Queen of Wands to clarify. So I feel like, while you're kind of, letting things unfold, Spirit is also saying with the Queen of Wands, this is you not being rolled over. And again, I think that that's what this moment is going to be all about, whether or not you are going to be able to sort of break out of this box that you have allowed yourself to be put in. This place of discontent, this place of, wanting to move, but not, making any moves. So when things start moving, I feel like Spirit is saying that if you want to get the most out of this lesson, and if you want to avoid having to repeat this lesson again, now is the time for you to buck up and say, all right, then, cool. I'm going to ride this out. Let's see what happens. But I know that I can't go back. I can't go back to what things were before. Now, the reason, the reason that this lesson is in alignment with you right now, we have the 10 of Swords. You have been through it. You have been backstabbed. You have been betrayed. You have been mistreated, and you're not happy about that. Home, whether, again, it's with a partner, if it's in a career, is someplace that you should feel safe, that you should feel comfortable, where you don't have to constantly look over your shoulder or second guess, somebody else's intentions or anything like that. That's not where you are right now. That's not where you are. And so I think that you are ready to come out of this disappointing, hurtful energy that you've been experiencing for some times and start something new. The Queen of Pentacles. Looking at her pentacle, weighing her offer, like, should I give this? Should I not give this? And I think you are in a place now of trying to decide whether or not to give your energy to someone or something else. But Gemini, it took you a little time to make that decision, so the universe has already made it for you. So now is the time for you to start getting comfortable with the idea of giving of yourself, giving of your time, your energy, or whatever, to other things than what you have been now. So the new opportunity that's going to come out of this lesson, the Ace of Cups. Beautiful, beautiful card. This is a new offer. This cup is overflowing. It's something that's loving. It's something that's nurturing, something that's gentle, something that is like the polar opposite of what you've been dealing with before. And again, for those of you who are looking at this reading in the context of love, well, you know, the cup overfloweth. There's a new offer coming in for you. We have that clarified by the Nine of Swords in reverse. No worry, no anxiety, no restless nights. This is you being lighthearted and stepping into the sun, stepping into something new. And how you can follow your card, Three of Cups. Follow your bliss. Celebrate yourself where others haven't. Celebrate the little things in life. Celebrate the fact that the universe is intervening on your behalf because you weren't doing it in a very timely manner, Gemini. So celebrate all of the good things that are coming and celebrate your ability to move on to something much, much better, much, much stable. And look, justice. Making sure that you stay focused on what's right for you. Doing what's right for you, receiving what's right for you, having that reciprocity, that equal give and take from other people, from the organization that you work for, anything in life, making sure that there's that balance. That's what's coming in for you. And child Gemini, last card out, final message from Spirit, do something different. So all this time you've been in this energy, right? Staying with the devil, you know, afraid to step outside to something new. And Spirit is saying, it's time for you to do something different. And we're going to make sure that that happens, whether you like it or not. So probably a good time for you to just reframe your thinking, relax into it, and just let things unfold. No resisting. This is a time for you to be on that roller coaster and throw up your hands. So Gemini, I'm going to leave it there for you. I hope that you feel more empowered after listening to this. If you did, make sure to like, share, and subscribe so you can see future videos. But in the meanwhile, stay safe, stay healthy, and I am sending you all huge hugs.